I'm Tyree Rush with Atlanta's Take, and I'm here with Sevyn Streeter. Sevyn, how you doing today?
Hi, hey Tyree.
So Sevyn, as you all may know, has got that single out now, It Won't Stop with Chris Brown, off of her new EP, Call Me Crazy But.
Yes.
Now, I actually just found this out, it's Call Me Crazy But. I thought it was just Call Me Crazy.
There's a but, because you can't just call me crazy.
So, why would they call you crazy? Are you like the crazy girlfriend type?
I am not. I am definitely not the crazy type. But I feel like in relationships sometimes you may be perceived that way.
Yeah.
Just because you have a point you need to get across, or a certain kind of way you have to say something. Your dude might feel like you're a little crazy, or your girl might feel like you're acting a little crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why there's the but.
Well, going through your EP, Call Me Crazy But,
Yep.
it is kind of a cycle of a relationship. Like, I noticed that the songs that kind of start are very happy and a good mood, like when you're just happy relationship. So what was your inspiration? Was it a particular relationship or just...
It was definitely a relationship, yes. Just my experiences in a certain relationship, and like you said, the cycle of it is very true. You start off all great and all happy, and it's like, oh yeah, come on over, boo, and then I'm in love with you, and it won't stop. Oh, and then there's sex on the ceiling. Oh, and then you calling me crazy because I love you. You belong to me now. I'm not with that Sharon. You know what? And then people get a little comfortable. They act out, and that's where records called bands come from. And then you get into an argument, things shatter and fall apart, and then it's like, okay, then there's the next, because it's like, okay, do I move on past you, or do we stay here and work this out, or do I go back to my ex? So
I like how she just
yeah.
gave you the whole track
It's
list.
like, it's definitely a, yeah.
It's definitely a
relationship.
As soon as we say that, we at war. Surrender. It's something we don't know. There's something between us, certain fire in our love.
You mentioned bands, which I said was my favorite
You
song.
did.
But
Thank you.
what's your favorite song off of the EP?
Ooh.
Or actually, what's your favorite song just to listen to, and then what's the one that you like to perform the most?
My favorite song to listen to? I really love Shattered.
Shattered.
I really do. I love Shattered. And then my favorite song to perform, I love the energy of Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy's
Yeah,
fun.
that is
Crazy's
a
really
tough
fun
joint.
to
Like,
perform.
I will say that, like,
Thank you.
first getting the EP myself, because I have it, I listened to it, and I was thinking, you're a female artist, R&B singer. It's called Call Me Crazy, but I'm thinking, it's going to be definitely on that Mary J tip, more for this grown to a woman. But even as a guy, I got to say, I really liked it. Like, it was definitely something, if you've been in a relationship and experience, you can relate to it.
Guys and girls can both relate to it. It's definitely not a one-sided, EP. Like, bands, women, we experience bands, and just like we feel like men, men, you come across bands too. There's some dudes that act like bands that you have to, even in business, if a man has to, work with another guy, and you feel like, okay, man, you acting like a band right now. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's not one-sided at all. Men and women, we both, broken up with somebody and went back to them, so have records called Next. You know what I mean? So, in Sex on the Ceiling,
self-explanatory. Well, I guess you can't really exactly have sex on the ceiling, but...
See, the thing about that is you can't. It's all in your head.
It's all in your head.
It's all in the way you go about it, because your sex on the ceiling can be, sex in your car, sex in the movie theater, sex, whatever
In
you
the back of
feel
a
like.
Walmart.
Whoa.
You
Whoa.
said everyone has their own specific.
I'm just kidding.
That ain't
Whatever
mine.
floats your
That's
boat.
not mine.
Whatever floats your boat.
We're miserable apart, but together it's so hard. All I need to know, all I need to know. How come my ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend? My ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend. How come my ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend? I need to know.
you mentioned talking about working with guys in the business, and you started off actually being in a girl group. I believe TG4
Yes.
and then Rich Girl,
Yep.
and then we all know you now for working with Chris Brown. So I imagine you kind of have to work with a lot of guys. How has that experience been?
That experience, it's been great. I mean, because obviously I'm a woman, and I think like how a female thinks in terms of, you know, how, in terms of my writing and how I write things, I write from a female perspective. But working with so many guys, it actually helps me to understand you guys a whole lot more and understand how you guys think. So when it came time to, you know, work on my EP or just write songs, just period, it kind of just added something. It added to just, man, my bank of just relationship knowledge and just to kind of fuse the two so that things aren't, you know, one-sided. So it actually helped me working with so many guys.
And the EP's only 7 songs. Do you like it like that? Or, I mean, are you going to have an album? Or are we just kind of sitting on the EP for a while?
We're definitely going to have an album. But I really wanted to just put out some music. I didn't want to, because, you know, I was starting to get them tweets like, okay, boo, can you put out some songs already?
Definitely.
So I was just happy to get some music out. And I didn't want to just throw it out either. These songs I'm actually very proud of, and they are very, very...
It's definitely, like, very complex. There's
Yeah.
a lot of work going into that, because it tells a story. And most albums, like, full length don't even do that.
Well, that's what we're aiming for the album, too.
Yeah.
So, you know, just look out for the album when it comes. It's definitely going to kind of feel like a continuation. I love telling stories. Yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely, I love to tell stories, and I'd like to be as truthful as I can, you know, in the way that we write these records.
Yeah, you've written a lot of songs. You have like a huge resume with Kelly Rowland, J-Lo, Brandy, Chris Brown, especially Ariana Grande. Have you ever written a song and then saw the success that it got and was just like, dang, I wish I would have kept that?
Not once they came out and they you know did well, but sometimes in the beginning, if I have a song that I already cut and that song is getting shopped to someone, sometimes I have a hard time letting it go. But once it's gone, it's just gone. I have to just let it go.
Well, they're getting me to wrap up, but one last question I wanted to ask: who do you want to work with in the future?
Well, I mean, in the spirit of Atlanta, I would love to do a record with Usher.
Oh, that'd definitely be dope. I could definitely see that going down.
Love.
Well, this has been Sevyn Streeter, and it's Atlanta's Take. So we'll see you guys later. Peace.